So I guess I'll just do the intro type of thing.
Yeah. But before you do that, though, Aurora, before you get into it, why don't you just do the intro, and then you can just start the show.
Every time you get me with that, Brian. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Expressions the Podcast. I'm super excited today because we're getting into a very interesting topic that I think is going to be a lot of fun to talk about with these guys. But before that, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice that there's a mystery guest hidden here on the chat. And we're super excited to have them on with us today. So I'm going to open up with saying hi to our mystery guest first. Hello.
Hello?
Who is
Hello.
it?
Who's there?
Hello?
What?
How did you disappear? What?
Oh,
It's
hey!
Hey! How's it going, buddy?
Ryan!
Yeah.
How's it going? Long time no see.
It's going great. Good to see you, man.
It's
Yeah.
good to be back, guys. I really missed you guys, and thank you guys for having me on today.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Glad
chiming
you're
in.
here. That's awesome.
I was on earlier today. I was watching the live feed as well, and Ryan was watching it, and I get a message from him, and he's like, "Hey, love the feed." Actually, it was funny. What was it that you were talking about? I was going to say I'll tell the group about it. Why don't you just tell them now?
I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah, that's why I asked you to do it because I forgot too. Basically, how you were watching it, and Mark got you with the April Fools.
Yes,
I did?
right. So I'm
I
sitting
did?
there watching the April Fool's episode last week, and live, but it aired last week for the current listeners. And I'm listening, going, "What did Sean do? You guys had me hook, line, and sinker with that opening bit. Like, no word of a lie. I'm sitting there like, man, Sean must I was ready to go and look it up and try and find the old episode and be like, what did he say? And then all of a sudden, Mark goes, yeah, when the Wiggles commented and they started tearing us apart. And then all of a sudden, I have this moment of all right, I know I smoke a little bit of weed from time to time. Like that, maybe I misheard that. I went back, watched it. I'm like, no, he's definitely saying the Wiggles commented here. And I pieced it all together. So well done. You got me on an April Fool's joke ahead of April Fool's, mind you, too. So
Nice.
Just a couple days.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad I got somebody. Now, who did you watch the whole episode?
I did.
I watched most. Yeah. So when I tuned in, you guys were. I can't remember what point you were at exactly because I messaged Brian that one word. I always forget the word. Megalomaniac or something?
Megalomaniac, yeah. I corrected my wordage.
So,
Yeah.
so I was just curious. We all one of us was the actual truth as to the origins of April Fools, but how did one of us? Did you pick one of our stories?
Did you prefer one of our stories?
So what I will say, and I have to side, I don't know if I can give an answer as to what is the correct story, but I certainly had some issues with certain stories, and Brian poked a very big hole in one that I'm like, Aurora, I love you to death. I'll have to wait until you're but I love you to death. But that whole Roman thing, the one thing that Brian pointed out was that was a painting that is a depiction and not an actual, photographed historical event.
Well, at the time,
so there's no way. And then your response to that too was, well, this is how the kings were viewed. I'm like, well, no. To Brian's point, that's how the kings wanted to be viewed. So I'm sorry, I have to poke a hole in that logic.
Yes. However, they didn't have cameras back then. So the only way of recording anything.
Come on, aliens gave them cameras. They had them. They just chose not to use them until the 1880s or so.
They landed on the flat disk through this Earth, and they gave them cameras.
That's right.
All right.
We're going to be accurate.
Yeah, they learned from past mistakes. They were like, okay, we see that this colonization here is barely able to make a fire. Don't give them cameras because the last time we did that, it was just chaos. So they
do dick pics and wait, that's already happened.
Oh yeah, they're regretting their decisions now. At the time, it seemed harmless.
Oh Lord, love it.
Yeah. But how are you doing, Ryan? It's been a while since we talked to you. So how are things going with you?
Oh, it's been good. I've been working. Obviously, as you guys know, I moved away. I think the last episode I was on was the Snowbirds episode that we did.
Yeah.
And and at that point, I don't know if I had decided to move yet, but yeah, no, I've moved back up to my hometown. I'm working a new job, living with my childhood best friend, so really can't complain.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
travel a lot. Went to Cuba recently, so I just like to rub that in every chance that I can. Not expected now. The weather's kind of warming up, but
I've been seeing you're
Yeah.
traveling a lot, and I'm like, I've not left Thunder Bay in like a year.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I just keep my bad habit is 2 days out from a trip. I'm like, you know what? Let's book a trip. You know, I don't sit there and plan things, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, I'm going to do this in a couple of days,
That's
and it's a horrible. I don't recommend it.
not
I
no,
don't.
it's not a bad thing. It's not. I actually do recommend it. Do it spontaneously. Just go. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, I have a philosophy that the longer you plan for a trip, the shorter the trip feels.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Right. So
That's
when you have a
fair.
trip planned a year in advance, by the time you get there, it's gone. It's over. You're home. If you do these things impulsively, I find the trips always feel like they last forever. Like you're there just on a whim. Everything's just, I don't know. Do you get that? Did your
Yeah.
trips?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely. So for me, like it's all dependent on what I guess I'm doing on the trips. If I'm doing excursions like every day, that trip feels like a blur because it's just, you know, by the end of that trip, I'm like, man, it was so go, go, go. If I'm just sitting on a beach for 7 straight days, you know, it's time doesn't move.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I will
life would be
add
hard.
to your theory, Brian, and say that the longer you plan, usually you have more time to fill your days with activities. And like you said, like with all the excursions and stuff like that, I feel like that will make the days fly by really, really fast. Like my trip to Nashville with my friend Elisa, like this past year, was like it was a huge blur because we had jam-packed our days like so tight every single day because we wanted to see as much as we could in that like short amount of time. We were only there for 5 days and it just flew right by. We had planned it for a long time too, like I don't know, 5 or 6 months before.
So that's the trick. When you go on a trip, just don't plan anything.
Yep.
Sit in your hotel room, do nothing, and everything's great. Oh, and by the way, Ryan, for you, for taking all those awesome trips, this is for you.
Yeah, there it is.
Ah, there it is. Yep.
That's all I'm going to say.
And how about this, Brian? Brian, next time I'll invite you.
I still wouldn't be able to go, so but I appreciate it.
Okay. So now that we've said hi to our mystery guest, Brian, how are you
Ryan!
doing? Yeah.
Sorry.
How are you doing today, Brian?
I'm awesome. I'm excited. Everything's going great. And I'm actually, before we go any farther in this conversation, I have to take off my belt because I am surrounded.
Wow, this podcast has really changed since I left, eh?
I know. It's a whole different vibe now.
But
By
it's a
the
whole
end-
new-
By the end, we're all just naked. It's awesome. It's so free.
No, that's
Yeah.
we want ratings. Anyway.
and
we
you're about
have-
to get him, Brian.
Yeah. I've got all different kinds of jelly beans for our conversation today. I've got another treat that my sweet Shelly wife made. I've got fancy pop. I've got special flavored tea. I've got all these sweets and everything like that. So I'm going to gain some weight on the show today. I'm very excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to shut up now, and let's get to it.
All right. Sean, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just chilling out. I'm just stoked that the snow is starting to melt and I'm able to have my summer tires on my car finally. So I'm stoked.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Photography Padawan.
Yes. Oh, also,
Love it.
yeah, I'm learning to pick up the fine skill of the Jedi ways of photography from Brian. So this is fun. I'm learning new things.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
hang
heard
on.
about that.
So I gotta delve into something here real quick then, Sean. So
Oh, man.
prior to joining Expressions, were you in photography in any way?
I mean, I did a little bit with skateboarding here and there. It was mainly like just doing videos, but I did some photos here and there with my buddy's camera every now and then. But other than that, nothing.
Brian, I feel like you just went out and found a better son. I think that's what just happened here. You're like this. You're everything that Ryan wasn't. I mean, you care about photography.
Oh God, no. No.
I'm so sorry.
I'm playing.
Who knows? Maybe I will get fired.
No. It was an April Fool's joke.
Oh, that's good.
What was it?
No, it's cool. We did a one-on-one online, but I call the Briangle, the half of it. We have to finish it, by the way. But yeah, it's nice. Anytime I see somebody take an interest in photography, I get excited. And if you don't take an interest in photography, I'm cool with that. Ryan, I never had a problem with it. everybody does their own thing in their own way. You're super creative in so many different ways, and I've been loving watching your adventures that you've been doing, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm not really creating much these days, but I do appreciate that.
Well, when you do, you do. Is my camera frozen? Am I with you people?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Lane,
that's awesome.
Great.
You've got a
All right.
great look on your face, by the way.
I know.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm doing some sort of orchestra maneuver or something.
And how about you, Mark? How are you doing?
I'm good. Sean promised the snow is melting, and I'm looking in my backyard, and there's still 2 feet of snow back there. So I think he's lying. No, we're good. I had inventory at work on Saturday night. It was a long day, but the count went well, so that was good. I finally caught up on some sleep. I managed to get a solid 5 hours of sleep last night, so it was awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
And yeah, there's been a lot of caffeine in my system since Thursday, I'll tell you. But no, it was good. It's been a great week, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here and looking forward to talking about some food holidays. So
yeah,
I snooped at the list and I looked ahead at like what my birthday is and stuff like that. So I've got a food for the holiday of my birthday as well as one that's around now. So
all
we'll be
right,
partaking of those two.
all right.
As in
Sounds
true
good.
fashion, I've done zero preparation.
Same.
Well, you were the surprise guest after all, So that's
Yeah.
absolutely okay. I'll come on over. I'll share some of mine with you.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
I mean, you live a lot closer to me now than you used to. So
That is true. Like at that point though, like I feel like I've made most of the trek. I think it's your turn to,
All right. Well, as Mark was saying earlier, today our episode is actually on National Food Holidays or National Food Days. I think these days are super, super interesting. I'm always seeing them like pop up on Facebook, like little pictures of happy, Nutella Day or happy chocolate banana crepe day and happy, like all these different little types of foods. And I always wondered, like, where did these food holidays start? And why we have these little food holidays or why we have, this kind of thing going on. It turns out like all of the reasons why we have these holidays are separate origins for each one, which I think is very interesting. And I guess it's become more and more popular because of social media. Everybody's wanting to make a post for, Christmas and Easter and that kind of thing. But when you can throw in, other holidays during the year, like a food holiday or National Food Day or whatever, then you have it even more, posts to kind of work with and even more content to deliver to your, your followers and stuff like that. So I think that's really interesting. Yeah. How about you guys? Like, what are your thoughts on food holidays? Did you ever hear about them before I suggested this episode? That kind of thing?
Nope.
Brian, I know.
Nope. I was like, what?
In my previous career, the company I worked for was owned by a large grocery chain. And we often, as a team, would partake in some of the food holidays. And since we're all remote and all over the place, we would often do our own thing and then share pictures of it with each other. So the one that I remember doing was National Chocolate Cake Day. And Chris was working, and I made a chocolate cake while Chris was at work. So from scratch. So it wasn't a mix. Everything was from scratch. And I made it in Chris's kitchen. And,
I think I know where this is going.
Chris got home from work, and there was the air turned blue, and what the, no, I'm kidding. I clean up. I'm a good cook. I clean up after myself, but no, there was a hell of a mess because I'm normally a cook. I normally make things out of meat, and here I am using flour and floof powder and things like that, and eggs. And there was a hell of a mess. It was, but I cleaned it all up myself. I'm a good husband that way.
I think you got a sitcom episode out of that one experience right there alone, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was good. And the worst part of it was, and some of the people that I work with, like I had sort of like this shtick going on as I was making the cake in our group chat. and a couple of people were laughing and carrying on, but some of them just literally had no sense of humor they were aware of, and just didn't get it at all. It was like, I just laugh a little.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Come on, people.
He's my puppy.
Yeah. How about you, Sean?
Not okay. Well, in the way of like food holidays, I mean, I'm really only hyped for Taco Day, whatever that is, Chili Day, and then Pizza Day, either which all happen in 1 week for me normally. So I'm
not
It could be
necessarily
every
on an
week if you
official
wanted
day.
it to be, Sean.
no. every week is National Food Week for me. I
would
love
have
eating food.
I would have thought that May 16th would have been your day, Sean. National Pickle Day. Yeah. That's
Oh, don't do me like that. Come on.
Hey, hang on. What's the issue with pickles? What's the issue with pickles?
Oh, here we go.
Tell me what's really going on here, Sean. What's really going on here? Sean? What's behind this?
Go get the pickles.
I would, you know what? I would sooner ingest Windex than eat a pickle. Straight up.
Hold on.
Are you
Let's
serious?
peruse the list and see if there's a day for that.
No, again, yeah. Like I just want to
Yeah, Donald
point out
Trump
the
has
fact
that
that sounds very ill-advised. I wouldn't advise the Windex.
Oh man.
Oh,
No,
Well,
pickles
apparently, cleaning yourself out with that kind of food is recommended by the President of the United States, or the former President of the United States.
oh no.
45, yeah.
Yeah.
Although
I think it was
wasn't
those Tide Pods or whatever.
Isn't it bleach?
Oh, I have a
It's
couple
like
of those. Don't worry.
Wasn't it a bleach
no.
colonic thing? I don't know.
Yeah. And rosemary water or something. Yeah. Stick it up your butt.
Oh.
What is happening at this point? What is
I just can't. Anyway, I
It
just
said
I
his
swear.
name. Oh, now we're going to get canceled.
Algorithms.
Canceled. This is our last episode, everyone. Canceled.
Oh boy. And how about you, Ryan? Have you ever heard of national food holidays, anything like that?
So yeah, it's actually funny when Sean mentioned Taco Day, whenever that is. The funniest part about that, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I almost broke down laughing there because I don't know when National Taco Day is, but I keep seeing the meme shared on Facebook every once in a while. And anytime I see it's National Taco Day, I'm ordering tacos. So for me, like I have National Taco Day multiple times a year. I don't know how many times, but anytime I see that meme, I'm like, yeah, oh, perfect. Today's National Taco Day. Sounds good to me.
Oh
But
man, I
accidentally
love
dating
tacos.
these? No.
Yeah, isn't that just Tuesday? Like National Taco Day?
Taco Tuesday, because it's
Yeah, Taco
TNT.
Tuesday. Yeah.
So Taco Tuesday is a big thing, but I just brought up the date for National Taco Day. It's Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. October 4th is actually my grandmother's birthday. I had no idea Taco Day landed on her birthday.
All right.
That's
So
awesome.
to say that
I
Sean
love
won't
tacos.
be around October 4th, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and die.
No,
Forgetting
don't
it.
do that on Taco Day. Don't go to Taco Bell on Taco Day. Go somewhere good.
I'm gonna go to my mom's place. My mom makes some good homemade tacos.
There you go.
Yeah, so we'll meet up at your mom's place on October 4th. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we can all meet at Made in Mexico too, if you want to.
We
I
Oh,
mean,
man, maybe
Guys, I
Mexico.
can figure out the travel options here. Let me look into that. I can get us all down there.
There you go.
Yeah, we've got El Torres or Nortenos here in town that make amazing tacos.
Okay, all you people talking about Mexican food right now, I got something for you.
There you go. Hold on.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a list of a bunch of food holidays because I want to really get into that.
Doing a screen share thing?
Yeah. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm just going to click share and then screen share.
There we are.
So when I was doing research for this episode, I found this list. And to my surprise, there is a national food holiday for literally every day of the year. Some ones are actually doubled up. So as you can see, like here, January 2nd is both National Buffet Day and National Cream Puff Day.
Ooh, a cream puff buffet.
We've got Fruitcake Toss Day. I have no idea what that is on January 3rd, but also January 3rd, National Chocolate Covered Cherry Day. I've never had a chocolate covered cherry, but that sounds good.
Why does
Right, but also, can we double back? Sorry, Sean, go ahead.
Why does Fruitcake Toss Day sound like something that happens in jail?
Right?
No. Let's not go there. Let's keep it innocent, okay? Fruitcake toss day is where you just throw fruitcakes at people.
I don't want
You
to
throw fruitcakes at
No,
people.
it's probably the Christmas fruitcake. It's got to be a Christmas
Did
fruitcake.
you guys,
Oh my God.
did you guys see
Yeah,
this
it's all innocent, guys. It's all innocent here on the Expressions podcast.
A group of locals in Manitou Springs, Colorado decided to make some fun out of tossing their fruitcakes in the air. They went to a public park and made a competition out of it. Make a competition out of anything.
Yeah.
The day was so fun.
Note
So
that
good.
it's a couple of weeks after Christmas, right? Because
all the Christmas cake, yes.
And nobody eats the fruitcake.
Can we agree then, guys, that whenever we actually do an expressions meetup, because I'm coming out to that. I know I'm not on the show anymore, but like I'm still coming out to that.
You're
whenever
welcome.
It happens,
Absolutely.
we're doing a fruitcake toss.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm a competitive person. I'm sorry. As a competitive person, I kind of want to do a fruitcake toss.
All right. Well, I'm down for that, but I will not use the Sweet Shelley's fruitcake because I'm telling you, my wife makes the best freaking fruitcake you've ever had.
Well, I will make the fruitcakes because I guarantee you I make the worst.
I'll bring some of Shelley's for you guys to taste, but you're not allowed to toss it.
Oh, I'll toss it right in my mouth.
There you go.
Actually, Andrew's dad, he makes really good fruitcake.
So good.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
She puts like a whole bottle of booze in there.
Hold on, whose browser are we looking at? Is this yours, Aurora?
This is mine. This is mine. Do you see all these windows?
How many tabs? Yeah, I was just gonna say. Can you point out how many tabs for the people that are watching?
I have a tab. I have a tab for each national food holiday we're talking about today. So that's what's going on there.
I thought it was
so
wedding planning stuff. That seems like the desktop of the wedding
No,
planner.
not wedding planning stuff at all.
That or a
all
serial
national
killer.
food holidays.
I have 2 tabs open and it's freaking me out.
Oh man.
Okay, guys.
I'm like Aurora. I've got a bunch open. Just saying.
So I'm scrolling through here, and as you can see, there's tons of different things. Rid the World of Fad Diets and Gimmicks Day, January 17th. National Butter Crunch Day. I don't know what Butter Crunch is.
Peanut Butter Day, January 24th.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone. I can't really read these,
Day.
but
they're all yummy.
Yeah,
and
and
they
they're
sound
all
really
like
good.
National Faux
There it
Day.
is.
Oh man, I love
January
faux.
27th, National Chocolate Cake Day. That was the day that lived on.
Wait, hang on. Before we leave, what was on January 15th? I'm just curious what's on my birthday.
Oh, on your birthday. January 15th is National Strawberry Ice Cream Day.
Not mad at it.
There you go.
I love strawberry ice cream.
Okay, good.
I would
birthdays.
Of that.
Speaking of birthdays, when is everybody's birthday? We can talk about the national food holiday for that.
Well, Mark, you already know what your national food holiday on your birthday is because you have that there, I believe.
Yeah, I do too.
So why don't you begin there?
So mine is September 29th, and it is National Coffee Day.
National Coffee Day.
I know, right?
Wow, that actually checks out.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So, yeah, and
what day was
there's
it?
2
September?
Oh, it's Hug a Vegetarian Day as well, apparently. 29th.
The 29th.
Oh,
Hug a Vegetarian Day and National Coffee Day.
And
National Mocha Day.
Ooh, wow, you have 3 food holidays on your birthday.
And they're all my favorite things. They're all my favorite things. I love vegetarians. They leave more meat for me.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, I'm gonna get hate for that one. But no, in all seriousness, I do.
You don't get hate.
I'm not a vegetarian. I do eat meat. I'm a meatitarian. However, I do sometimes do what I call nothing with a face day. So I will eat vegetarian some days where I won't have anything that previously had a face. So it's
Did you just say that you would eat vegetarian some days?
Yeah, a vegetarian diet.
He takes the meat seriously.
I wanted to make sure. I was like, am I hearing that right? I eat vegetarian some days. I'm like, okay.
They are kind of
you might see some hate for that one, Mark. Maybe some questions, but
they're grass fed. So what are you gonna do?
Okay, Brian. Awesome. How about you? What's your birthday?
June 28th.
June 28th. Okay.
Yes.
June 28th.
Tapioca Day. I saw.
Tapioca Day.
Oh, and you have 2.
National Tapioca Day and National Parchment Cooking Day.
Well, isn't that interesting? I use parchment to cook all the time, especially in the air fryer.
National Ceviche Day.
Don't know what that is.
3. Okay, so
you're getting greedy over there.
I know, right?
Give them all to me.
I used parchment tonight to cook dinner, so yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, ceviche. I vaguely know what it is. Yeah, it's kind of like a salad.
It's like a salad
type of
that's
thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, it's fish cured in fresh
I'm pretty
citrus.
sure, right? Or Latin America. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Not my bag.
And how about you, Sean?
December 21st.
December. Oh yeah, you're the day after me. I always forget. I'm so sorry. This makes the scrolling easier. Okay. December 21st is Kiwi Fruit Day.
Damn it!
Do you
I
like
want
kiwi?
coffee.
Wait. Right after it, National Hamburger Day, May
National
21st,
Hamburger.
July 28th, and also December 21st.
December 21st. There you go.
Okay. All
Hamburgers.
right. Okay.
National Burger Day.
Hamburgers.
Okay.
I like how they give burgers
Bro, yeah,
3
you can't
days.
imagine a National Burger Day.
I'm
all
gonna-
right,
I'm gonna
you
get-
got
I'm gonna
fruity
get-
and a burger. I just got the ice cream.
I'm getting a
need
double
3
Angus
burgers.
on my birthday. That's what I'm doing.
You know, we could have a pretty mean dinner with just all of our food
Yeah, but-
dishes from our holidays.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What the heck is a pfeffernusse? December
What?
23rd.
Pfeffernusse?
Have you ever read Dr. Seuss? I believe it's
I
one of
have.
the vehicles they drive in the Dr. Seuss book.
Nice.
Pfeffernusse. Pfeffernusse is a cookie.
Ooh,
Oh, I love those
Um,
things.
those
Small
are good.
spice cookies, common with Germans and
I don't think I've ever had that.
Mennonites.
I am
In North
celebrating
America.
pfeffernusse
I you
Day.
know what? I
No,
think
same.
I've had that before.
I am
Yeah.
so celebrating that this year.
And my birthday is December 20th, as I previously mentioned, and it's National Fried Shrimp Day.
Fried
I
shrimp.
eat shrimp.
Lucky.
I love, gotta
You
love
can't
the
even eat shrimp?
I can't eat shrimp.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
for you.
bust.
So
Okay,
I
I
don't
was going
know
to say,
if
I'll
I'm
trade your
allergic,
birthday,
but-
Aurora.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take strawberry ice cream.
There you go.
But yeah, National Fried Shrimp Day is the national food day for my birthday. But on my birthday, it's my birthday. It's not a food
God,
day
I
for
love the
me. So
shrimps.
I'd rather.
Did we lose Aurora, by the way, or is it just me?
Just
Yeah, her
a video.
camera's gone.
Okay.
My camera's gone, but can you see the screen that
Yep.
I'm sharing?
Yep.
Okay, perfect,
Yep.
perfect. Sweet. All right. So we went over the birthdays thing. Right now, this episode is going to be airing on April, what day is it? April 17th?
That's right.
April 17th.
Mhm.
So I arranged with you guys basically to maybe talk about these 7 days of the week for this, just in case people who are listening or watching back want to try any of the national food holidays that are on this list. I'm just going to read them off, and then we can dive into it a little bit more. So National Cheese Ball Day, April 17th.
We had some debate on what a cheese ball was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At one
so-
point, I think Sean called me a cheese ball.
Ooh.
And, yeah.
No, hang on. I want to weigh in on this debate because as a resident stoner and a foodie, I think I can offer the perfect resolution to this. A cheese ball is a ball of cheese.
Oh,
Good. We're overthinking it.
Yeah. So cheese ball is a ball.
fantastic.
That's the way I took it, but there's also those like cheese puff balls as well. So we weren't sure which one it was, but
But those are
it
cheesy.
is actually a ball of
Cheese. Yeah, I want cheesy
Um,
poof.
Thank you, Brian. I'm
on-
so glad you got that.
Animal Cracker's birthday is on April 18th.
Yeah.
So it's actually the birthday of Animal
I
Crackers.
actually tried to find animal crackers to get
Me
prepared for the
too.
show, and I couldn't find them.
I could
was-
not find them.
That's because
anywhere
they're
as well.
banned.
And I
What?
almost
Okay.
caved and just bought goldfish crackers because
They
they're
are-
animals.
I almost did the same.
April Fool's Day is over, Brian. Are you being serious?
They were deemed hazardous.
Hazardous.
I'm not buying his story anymore. You know what? He had me in the first half. I'm not buying it anymore.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just talking up my ass. I don't know.
I was going to say, I know you are.
Do the
No,
elephants
the
come
animal
alive
cracker
and
thing we're
attack
on.
you?
Yes,
Yes.
they do. They're
Oh my
massive.
God.
So, Aurora, you were
Ridiculous.
saying that Animal Crackers, it's their birthday they're celebrating.
Yeah.
It's
so
not
I
like
think
a
it's like
day
the-
dedicated to them.
Yeah, I think it's like people celebrate Animal Crackers on the origin day of Animal Crackers or the release day of Animal Crackers. I actually have a window open for that.
I was going to say, do we know how long they've been around? Because I'm actually kind of curious about how long we've had Animal Crackers for.
Yeah.
It feels like that's something that's been referenced. Like my entire childhood, I kept hearing about Animal Crackers, and obviously I ate them
Animal
growing up. But
Crackers.
They used to be made of animals.
you know what, Brian? At this point, like it's not April Fool's. You're hurting my feelings now.
Well, what makes you think they weren't? I mean, think about it.
No, you
Turkey
eat animal
crackers.
crackers and they turn you into the animal that you eat. That's the whole point of them. You can
That
make
was the
sounds and-
gimmick. All right.
Oh, that's the
get it.
gimmick. Okay.
Okay, so we've got a National Animal Crackers Day timeline here, which is kind of crazy to me. They have this whole thing planned out here. So in the mid 1800s, animal crackers or animals are invented in the UK, where they're wildly popular and eventually get exported to America. In 1871, the first commercial animal crackers were commercially produced in America and first produced by Stouffer's Biscuit Company in York, Pennsylvania.
It took 71 years from when they were created to when they were actually marketed.
Well, it's mid 1800s, mid 1800s.
Oh, mid.
So I'm
yes.
guessing like 1850 or something
So
like that.
20
So 20
years
years
or
or so. So 1877, early recipe, the earliest known print recipe for animals, is published in Secrets of Bakers and Confectionaries Trade by J.D. Houlihan.
Crap, so there's actually
And-
some legitimacy to Brian's theory that there might be animals in this.
I'm telling
Solid
you. Why
secret.
doesn't
Yeah,
trust
there's
me?
starting to be some legitimacy to this.
1902, iconic biscuits. The National Biscuit Company, Nabisco, introduces iconic Barnum's animals in a circus train theme box, and quickly becomes the most popular brand of animals in America.
And that's where they got all the
And
crackers
then-
from. The animals that died at the circus.
And then in 2018, we jumped a whole lot of time there. In 2018, animals are set free. Animal crackers are freed from their box cages after 16 years in the iconic circus cage box, which is replaced of an image of animals walking freely in Savannah.
See, I told you.
Interesting. So they were in cages on the
They
box.
were deemed hazardous. I'm telling you. They didn't want
Honestly, I'm starting to really buy Brian's story. Initially, I was upset and offended, but now I'm like, you know what? This guy might be onto something.
I am not as
Oh,
dumb as I
man.
look, okay?
So yeah, it's celebrated on April 18th. And animal crackers are best recognized as a food product on the planet today. And I guess a lot of people have, childhood memories of this. Like I remember eating animal crackers.
Oh yeah, they're great.
One of the things that I know, and from when I was younger, I remember seeing, like, my mom showing me this video of Shirley Temple singing the Animal Crackers song as well. Like the animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and lions, loop to loop, or something like that.
I remember that. Yeah.
So as you said it, I'm like, I pictured something about soup, and I'm like, no, we're talking about animal crackers. What does soup have to do with it? And then as soon as you said the line, I'm like, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
That just brought back a wave of nostalgia.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
Wow.
So animal
That's
crackers.
crazy.
I was really trying to find them, but I couldn't find them anywhere.
They're on Amazon. You can find them on Amazon.
I have a question. Though. What's your favorite flavor? I like the monkey flavor.
Oh,
The
Brian.
monkey flavor.
Monkey.
The giraffe flavors are the best.
I mean,
God damn it.
I know.
You know what? I'm glad to know.
I
I'm glad to know
mean-
that even though Sean is living up to a lot of your potential, Brian, he's living up to a lot of mine now too. He's still holding that torch high of just keeping in place on that. He's not letting you get away with
Oh
that.
my goodness.
I feel like Brian's leading up to animal crackers being made of animal jerky, and I'm like, now I want jerky. Fuck.
See, Sean, now I'm mad at you because now I want jerky, bro. Like, that's-
Lion jerky. That's gonna be great.
Oh, what day is National Jerky Day?
I'm
It's there.
looking it
Hold on.
up right now.
Oh, look at you. It's awesome.
See, I as we're
June
recording
12th,
this, I haven't
2023.
eaten all day.
Oh, my anniversary!
Oh, there you go. National Jerky Day.
And Sean is starving because he hasn't eaten all day.
I haven't eaten a goddamn thing all day. Now that I'm even more hungry, and now I want jerky. And I haven't
That'll learn you for not paying attention to the show notes. There you go.
Oh, man.
I could have
Okay.
brought you.
he doesn't pay attention to show notes either. Sean, I love you, man. Like you are. You guys nailed it. You guys found the right guy. You guys found the right guy.
AKA Boxhead.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
I
What's
dropped
happening?
everything.
He
dropped
trashed
it.
his voice.
Hold
I'm
on.
Oh,
mad.
all right.
I'm dying.
Angry.
Back
So-
to reality.
You
I
had
wanna
garlic. Are we going to talk to garlic day? You had garlic day.
Yeah,
there for a
okay,
second,
so I'm gonna backtrack because we didn't talk about the history of National Cheese Ball Day, because I just kind of like brushed past it. But we really got in on those animal crackers. So National Cheese Ball Day, which I have a cheese ball with me today. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see this.
We can't
maybe I'll
because
show
your
you.
I
camera's
can't
down.
see you.
My camera's
Yeah.
off. My camera's off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch back to.
I will say this, though. I never thought in my life I'd hear the
Whoa.
sentence.
Stop
Oh, sorry, I have to
sharing.
go back because we didn't
Sorry,
talk
it's
about the
meta.
history of National Cheese
Right
Ball
now.
Day.
I know.
That's a sentence I never thought
Okay.
I'd be hearing in my life.
It's such a cheese ball sentence.
I can just hear my wife
He's
going,
leaving.
"You're a cheese ball."
Okay, guys,
At least once a show. Come on, that's great.
what's going on with my
He's
website?
gonna
Just
get. He's
give me
gonna
2
get pickles.
seconds.
Did he
The
bring
door didn't
pickles?
close defiantly behind me. It made it less, impactful.
Yeah, it didn't really have any impact.
No.
Nice.
Back.
National Cheese Ball Day. Today I have a cheese ball. I
Hang
don't
on a
know if
second.
You guys can see this.
Hang on a second.
It's up at the front here. Yeah, there you go.
What the hell
Cheese
is
ball.
that? That's a cheese ball?
College?
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a cheese ball. So cheese balls come in like many different types.
Is
I
that a
often-
deep fried cheese ball?
No.
It's got
not
crackers
deep fried.
and nut stuff on it.
So the flavor on this one is pecan cranberry, and it
There
has
you go,
little
nuts.
chives on it. So
I
that's
thought you were
what
gonna
that
say
is.
something about pickles, and I was gonna leave
I
it.
would,
Oh my
I
God,
would-
that is
No,
so
no,
Okay,
good.
I'm sorry.
No
Can we get
pickles,
Aurora
don't
back
worry.
on the main screen here? And Aurora, can you put that on camera one more time? I got to see that again because to me it looked like a
I
deep
would-
fried cheese ball.
I
Or like
would
a-
totally eat that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it almost looks
I
like
would
chicken
eat that.
parm from where I'm sitting.
Chicken parm.
This one.
That's what I'm
Not-
looking at. I've
not
seen
this
the. I'm like,
Yeah, but yeah, so that's a cheese ball there. So it's pecans, it's definitely made out of cream cheese, and then probably some other cheeses as well, and cranberries as well. It's really, really nice. I've gotten this one before. I picked it up from Farm Boy. I didn't have time to make all of this stuff. So I picked it up from Farm Boy. You can find pretty much anything at Farm Boy.
Nice.
Not sponsored by Farm Boy, but
I've
never been
I
there.
feel like though,
Um,
we should
go for it.
pan Aurora's camera to the left a little bit where we see Andrew going.
Eating the cheese ball.
He's upstairs.
Like, I'm
Oh,
hungry.
he just
Yeah,
finished
this-
eating. He's in the food coma now. Yeah.
"This is own cheese ball." You bought
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, so the cheese balls, like I've normally seen them like on charcuterie boards at like parties, where you're having kind of like a, potluck style thing, or like a wine and cheese night with your girlfriends.
So you've
and
actually
stuff like
seen
that.
you've actually seen these like in person because like I've never
Oh,
heard of this
yeah.
before in my life. Like the cheese,
Really?
I was making a joke earlier when I was like, guys, it's a ball of cheese. That's all it is. Like
No,
I was
that's
being
what it is.
obviously the April Fool that I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have
yeah.
these all the time when I was a kid.
Really, I've
parties,
never
the cheese ball.
seen or heard of this before.
Yeah.
I've partaken in my fair share of cheese balls.
Well, I feel like I'm missing out now. Sean, am I alone in this, or are you?
I've never fondled cheese balls in my life. I don't know. What
Right? There is nothing like putting a cheese ball in your mouth. It's just,
You guys are all just a bunch of cheese balls.
just-
This is
just open wide.
Like I
in
feel
goes
like
the
if
cheese balls.
you're getting a cheese ball, you have to get two, right? Because like you have to cradle them when you're eating them. Like, I feel like that's the proper way to eat
Yeah,
cheese
dude.
balls.
I like the only
Yeah, just-
spherical thing I will consume orally is meatballs. I love meatballs.
Yeah.
Meatballs are the best.
Mm.
That was a
Yeah,
weird way to
okay.
phrase that sentence, though.
I'm gonna stick with it. I know it came out wrong, but
no, it came out
The
perfect.
only thing that I'll consume the only ball that I'll consume orally. So
That's
I'm
right.
concerned about other ways you might consume things, but we'll move past it.
That oral ball conversation
It's
came
the
out
fact that you have
perfectly.
to clarify the only way I'll consume it orally. Like other ways, yeah, like, we'll figure it out. But orally, it's just meatballs.
if this was Planet
Oh my
Pointless,
gosh.
I would be the laughing stock of all of my friends right now. Oh, man, they'd be like, this guy likes meatballs. Yeah.
Oh, he loves the meatballs in his
Well,
mouth.
you know what, though,
Just
Sean?
meatballs.
When we get together, I will make my famous meatballs, and you will just love to have my meat in your mouth.
I will
I'll tell
never
you.
leave your house.
Yeah.
I will
Are they
never
anything like Chef chocolate salty balls?
That's right.
Oh, sweaty
Ooh.
balls.
The sweaty balls.
That's right, yeah.
Sweaty
No,
balls.
they're not sweaty,
Yeah.
but yeah, once you get my meat in your mouth, that's it.
Okay, this conversation is like
Yeah, guys, my roommate is literally out there trying to run an essay. And he's like, "What is happening in this room?"
Getting back on track, guys.
Yes,
Getting
back on track.
The The history of National Cheese Ball Day is actually kind of interesting. In the early 1800s, there was a farmer by the name of Elisha Brown Jr., who was seeking to present an unusual gift to the President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, at the time. So it was the desire to be allowed an unbelievably massive ball of cheese to wind up on the White House lawn. So this happened in the early 1800s.
Wait, hang on a second. Backtrack. You're saying an unbelievably large ball of cheese wound up on the White House front lawn?
Yes, as a gift to the President of the United States.
Oh, it wasn't just on the grass.
No, I don't think so. That would be kind of gross, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was so how massive was it?
Window,
it
right?
was
like...
I'm waiting for the
it was 1,235 pounds. So it was actually named or nicknamed the Mammoth cheese.
Yeah.
So from that point, cheese balls seem to be disappeared. And then they were brought back in 1944 in popularity and in like a recipe book.
Well, of course, if it's a ball of cheese, how would it not come back in popularity?
I know.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll come back.
Yeah, exactly. How can you go wrong with that?
And then AC/DC wrote a song about big balls, so it was good.
But yeah, so that's like the origin of National Cheese Ball Day.
We're just talking about balls too much right now. And Mark's meat. I don't know. This is a weird conversation.
Why do we think it's so funny? We should.
Okay.
I need water.
I don't know, but Aurora has the fascination with these balls because she keeps on keeping on with the balls.
No, I'm not going near. No. That's coming to Brian.
Okay. So the next holiday is National Garlic Day. I love garlic. God. I don't know if.
All right, show of hands who loves garlic.
I love garlic bread.
Garlic.
Brian, turn the camera on for this.
He did. He held his hand. Brian, are you garlic?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% garlic. 100% garlic.
It smells. It comes out your pores. Like a little bit is fine, but like when too much garlic, I can't. I'm out.
So what if it's like cooked? Like what if it's cooked?
Depends on how much there is. If I start to, if I do this and I smell garlic afterward, I'd like ugh.
I'm sorry, I'm taking a bite of this cheese ball.
Okay. The best way to make garlic bread. Okay, I'm gonna get.
Sorry guys, I have to go. If you notice, there's the lights left. Oh damn it!
Oh no!
There's gonna be a whole bit there. There was a siren driving by, and I'm like, this is perfect. Like I have a whole.
Oh, you're gonna be arrested.
And then he turned up the street.
Do you have to go?
No, it was a joke.
No. I was making a joke. There was a cop driving up with his lights on. I'm like, oh, guys, I have to go. Hoping that the lights would be showing on my face, but then he turned the corner.
And then you disappear real fast.
I saw him there for a second, and I was like,
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, go ahead, Aurora.
Yeah, so love garlic. I'm surprised that, Brian, you don't love garlic, but...
I'm not a big garlic guy.
Yeah,
onions, too. I don't like onions.
Yeah, onions
You were gross. Saying, Sean, something about garlic bread?
Yes, garlic bread. Fucking the way I'm not the biggest fan of my stepdad, but when he makes garlic bread, right, he just takes a clove and he cuts it in half and he just like butters a piece of like rye bread and he just rubs the bread like this really vigorously with the garlic and it like that's the best garlic bread I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be too powerful either.
Oh no, it gives you like a little kick, like it comes out of your nose every now and then, but fuck is it good.
Yeah. So the one thing I have to say about garlic is whenever you're following a recipe, right, and they've got garlic and they're like 1 clove of garlic, like 1 clove of garlic.
We don't need more.
You don't measure garlic, but you measure garlic with your heart.
Exactly.
You put it in until you're like, that's enough garlic, and then you add more. And
this is why me and Mark can never stop being friends.
That's right.
Mark, I don't mean to scare you, but it looks like the cops are right outside behind you.
That's why I had to do that to show Sean.
I would do it too, but I've got my phone right now set to look at my jelly beans. So you're talking about balls. I'm going to be talking about beans.
There you
go. Now, talking about garlic, honestly, from my research, I can't really find why April 19th is National Garlic Day, but it's celebrating garlic for sure.
I don't think many of these days
and
have an actual origin. I think it's like somebody sitting behind a desk going, I wonder what this day should be. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know. Let's say this. Let's,
I will say to your point, Brian, I'm very curious about the origins of these. Like, how the hell did someone describe? You know what? Today is going to be National Garlic Day, of all days.
It's probably the same dude who was naming animals. Like the guy who was like, "Oh, this thing is eating ants, anteater."
Like,
You know?
for me, my interpretation, honestly, of all these origins was that they were like internet memes, essentially. Right? Things that just kind of came from the internet, and that's where I thought these things started. When Aurora started on the episode, she goes, "There's one for every day of the year." I went, "Oh, well, that's excessive. I did not know that." Like,
Yeah.
And
And
multiple
in
days
some
that
cases,
And-
3.
and
Yeah.
three if you're a hamburger.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to find the origin as well, and the history is basically just everybody likes garlic. It's been around for more than 5,000 years.
Yeah.
Garlic, yay garlic, and then you get to the bottom, and there's like host a garlic party.
What?
Yes, you can host a garlic party. Share this holiday with friends and family by hosting a garlic-themed party, handing out tasty treats and enjoying its savory flavor. Have guests bring their favorite dish that includes garlic. For entertainment, try some ideas inspired by activities at the garlic festivals. And for costume-themed parties, you can dress like Dracula, werewolf, a garlic junior, or Greek Olympic athletes. Apparently, the Greeks smell like garlic, and Roman soldiers.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say the Dracula thing's perfect because I figured that like this whole garlic thing started in Romania.
Oh.
There, thank you, Aurora. At least somebody knows their Dracula knowledge.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, all I really have for the thing is National Garlic Day celebrates the history of garlic and its addition to its glorious taste, its incredible health benefits. There's actually a lot of health benefits to garlic. So I think everybody should, put a little bit of garlic in their diet for sure. It helps with your heart. It's an anti-inflammatory. Yeah. So there's a ton of I know that there's like a lot more, but those are
it's
like
also
the
really
main
good
ones I know.
as a human repellent. You rub a lot of it all over you, and people stay clear of you.
And if there's one tip I can give you, if you're, and I obviously Chris and I both partake of garlic all the time, but if you're on a date with somebody and your date orders garlic, you order garlic as well, because you might as well.
Might as well.
Garlic breath goes both ways.
That's right.
If I'm on a date with somebody, I've already ordered garlic. That's the first test.
Yeah.
He phones ahead. That's Ryan. He plans ahead. He's like, hello, Rico's there. Yeah, put extra garlic on the table.
Just as we arrive.
Party at 2. So,
you know my tricks all too well, Mark.
I know. Well, you did it to me when we went out to dinner. So that's
look at that.
Okay, moving on because we're getting up there in time. But April 20th has 2 national food holidays. One is Lima Bean Respect Day, which I think is just hilarious.
Move past it.
Nobody has no. That's disrespectful to lima beans. We're supposed to respect lima beans on this day.
There's only room for one set of beans on this show, okay?
So National Lima Bean Respect Day on April 20th gives a humble lima bean its due. I don't understand what that means, but
gives it its due. It gives it its respect. Its moment.
Yeah. When cooked, fresh lima beans have a creamy texture. However, dried lima beans, once cooked, serve up a bad reputation to graininess. My experience with lima beans has always been bad. I'm not a fan of lima beans. I don't know if anybody else is in this, bucket with me.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
Is it illegal to disrespect lima beans on April 20th? I'm just curious.
I don't think so, but that would be
the bean
funny.
Police will come and get you.
The bean police.
The bean police, they live inside of your head. The bean police. No, nothing.
Oh man. So ways to observe #Lima Bean Respect Day. Enjoy lima beans with any of your meals. Share a lima bean recipe. Try 3-bean cassoulet. There's a recipe for that. plant lima beans in your garden, or share your thoughts about lima beans.
I'll
on
give you my
social
thoughts
media.
about lima beans.
There's a hashtag. I feel like I'm gonna post a photo that has nothing to do with lima beans on April
Just-
20th,
And just put hashtag lima bean respect.
it.
Wait. I'm sorry, guys. I have to interrupt. I know I've been interrupting a lot today, but
You should.
Lima
That's why you're
Bean Day
here.
is on April 20th.
Yeah.
420.
I mean,
No.
I have to respect lima beans. Okay, they've already earned my respect. And on April 20th this year, and when does that? This is airing what, 2 days? Or 2 days from April 20th on the 18th,
17th, I think.
17th. Okay, so in 3 days,
Yeah.
you can guarantee that I will have hashtag respect lima beans on my Instagram. Guaranteed. Like I'm gonna flood the internet with lima bean respect on April 20th this year.
Just to throw it out though, there are 2 food holidays on April 20th.
Yes. And I actually have that other food with me today because I
Dun,
love
dun,
it.
dun.
That's good because honestly, like
again,
as much of I love being a stoner, I don't think I could eat lima beans on
I
4th.
would-
Like I'm gonna have
No.
to mix it up.
And
Like
again,
So right here, I don't want it to fall, but I don't know if you see it. This.
Yeah, we see it.
it's a
Okay. So this is a tiny little single serving pineapple upside down cake. So April 20th is National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. Pineapple upside down cake in 1925, the Hawaiian Pineapple Company sponsored a contest to find the best recipes with pineapples. With Good Housekeeping and McCall magazines promoting the contest, over 60,000 submissions were entered, and 2,500 of those recipes were known for pineapple upside down cake alone. So there was a ton of people who submitted that. So yeah, April 20th, National Pineapple Upside Down Cake.
So
so
I
get
was
stoned, eat
impressed.
pineapple cake, and respect lima beans. That's the plan.
That's the plan. And I'm very impressed that the amount of that cheese that you ate from your cheese ball when you held up your plate. There's like a good quarter of that cheese ball that's gone.
Yeah, there is a
telling you, there's
significant
Andrew.
amount. It's very good.
So,
Guys, I really want to try one of these cheese balls now. Like it's kind
so
of bothering me that I've never the
Yeah.
fact that all of you guys were aware of what these are and I've never heard of it in my life is just
Clueless.
So then what was the debate? What was the debate you guys had about what a cheese ball is then?
Well, we didn't know if it was like a ball of cheese or if it was like a cheesy.
cheese puff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
I
a round
like that.
cheese ball.
I did know what it was. I was just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were aware of like what that was, but you didn't necessarily call it a cheese ball.
No, it was always called a cheese ball. Yeah, that's just.
Well, now I'm even more confused. This isn't helping.
No, I think it was Sean. Sean, I think, was like, "Oh, are those the cheese ball puffs?" And then I said, "Oh, I'm not sure. I took it as like a ball of cheese." And then I actually ended up having to look it up because I didn't want to like have the wrong food on. So that's what that was. But yeah, National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day timeline. So there's actually a timeline for this one as well. 1886, America grows pineapple. 1903, there's pineapple in a can. 1925, there's a huge surge in popularity because of the contest. And then pineapple upside down cake cocktails in 2014. What? I didn't know that. With the rise in food creativity, the sharing of unusual things through social media, the pineapple upside down cake cocktail arrives. So very interesting. I love pineapple upside down cake. It gives me a lot of nostalgia. I don't know if you guys have, had it before. Have any of you guys had pineapple upside down cake before?
Yeah.
Very much
I
so.
personally am not a pineapple fan, I'll admit. So
Same.
Not even on pizza?
oh,
No,
folks,
Brian.
I'm gonna walk out that door. You see that door? I'm gonna walk
What?
out it.
Come on, you
You're
guys.
fine.
You gotta
Andrew?
have pineapple on pizza.
Oh,
No,
it's
The
so
best-
good.
John, I love you guys.
The
Oh,
best,
Ryan,
This is the
best
best.
pineapple on pizza is you make your own Hawaiian, but instead of
Yeah, no.
ham, because ham is gross, you make it with
Mm.
bacon, pineapple,
What?
and hot banana peppers on a
I'm
Hawaiian
curious.
pizza.
Is the same guy who put pineapple on pizza the guy who thought that putting cake upside down was different? Like, is that a thing? I'm just curious. I don't understand this.
Actually, Sean,
I'm done.
You-
I'm
you-
done. That's
you
it.
gotta-
That's it.
Sean, when you visit Thunder
Oh, that
Bay,
was amazing.
I'll take you
So-
out for pizza, and there's a local pizza place that has a double
A Hawaiian
cheeseburger
upside down pizza?
It's a double cheeseburger pizza that has pickles on it.
Ooh.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah, see, no, I'm into that. That I'm into.
Made him angry.
See, no, hang on, Sean. There's a deep-rooted issue here. What's your problem with pickles?
I can't do it. Mm-mm.
Probably
The
the same
taste
as
and the
my problem
texture
with
is
ham.
just, it's like,
Yeah. That's
you know what,
ham.
I would
Gross.
chew on this straw faster than I would eat a pickle. Guaranteed.
Fair.
What is National Pickle Day?
Oh God,
I'm
don't say it's
looking-
my birthday.
It was May.
November 14th,
Yeah.
2023.
There you go.
Ugh. Get the pickles away from me. I'm going to be deceased that day.
Oh, there's a funny
Yeah, I was
picture
gonna,
here.
he's every November 14th. He's just staying home. He's like, I'm not going to allow anything good to happen to me on this day because I do not want any positive memories on November 14th.
I'm going to board up all my windows and doors.
He's gonna go out of his way to make his life miserable on that day. Just like anytime I think of it, I just think horrible thoughts.
I eat like 5 pickles a night.
Sean has a room in his house.
Love
It's
them.
just a big sensory deprivation chamber, and he hides it on November 14th.
Nothing attacked me.
You know
He
what it
just,
is?
he just floats there in the dark.
I hate the taste and the smell of pickles. And for some godforsaken reason, I always somehow manage to attract the one woman, okay, that loves pickles. So like they'll go and eat pickles, okay, and
The
I have
one
to, like,
woman. Everybody likes
Dude,
pickles,
there's
Sean.
mul- thank
No,
you.
but
I think
you're
the only one that doesn't like
There's
pickles.
multiple
There's
women
a
that
few
love
don't,
pickles.
Okay, there's a few women that I've met that don't. Okay, but there's just somehow I attract women that enjoy pickles, and then when they eat the pickles, I actually have to like physically ask them to go and brush their teeth because I can't do it. I can't do it. It's new.
Wow.
New.
You know what? At that point, if they're eating pickles, you should just say, "Hey, this is over." You know, like
Yeah,
just
done.
it's done.
don't
Your
make it go to that
cycle, can't do
extra
it.
limit.
So-
Just accept the fact that you know it's not going to work out, and just go from there.
See the trigger. See the
I
red
feel like
flag.
This should be on a dating
This is-
application for me. Like, hey, do you like pickles? And if they
What
check yes, I'll be
foods
like,
are your
"Oh, sorry."
favorite, or can you not handle? Yep.
Yeah. You know, actually, this kind of reminds me a little bit of How I Met Your Mother. I don't know if any of you guys have watched that, but there's
I love
something
that show.
in How I Met Your Mother where Lily and Marshall talk about this thing called the olive theory.
I'm like, I hope she's bringing up the olive
yeah.
theory because
So
it's
the olive
legitimate.
theory-
This is legitimate.
The olive theory is basically it's basically one person in the relationship likes olives, one person in the relationship does not like olives, kind of thing. I mean, that could be applied to your situation, Sean, because
The pickle
you can
theory.
always, you know, if the person you're in a relationship with loves pickles and you hate them, you can always give them your pickles, and then
Yeah.
you know,
And that's
That's usually how that
the
goes.
and
entire
share the
theory.
food.
Exactly. The entire
Yeah.
theory is
The
basically like you can
opposites
apply it to
attract.
olives or anything, right?
Yeah.
Like
Except in How I Met Your Mother, the twist is Marshall secretly loved
Olives,
olives, but he loved
Yes.
Lily more, so he always gave her his
Give her
olives,
her
even though he loved
olives. Yeah, it's so
So
cute.
what we're saying, Sean, is you need to learn to love pickles, so that when you meet this woman who loves pickles, you can say, "Oh, I don't love pickles at all," and then you get that brief break. No, but you get. Here's the thing, Sean. You're beating the system because secretly you love pickles, but you'll never have to eat another pickle again because you're sharing the pickles with her.
And you're showing her how much you love her, which makes her love you more.
I've been forced more
Exactly.
than once to order pickles on my burgers, and when I pick them off, I still taste them, and I
Yeah.
hate it.
It's like
Oh,
onions.
Chestnuts-
You can't have
chestnut
onions on a
peppers,
burger.
okay?
Jeez.
Ugh.
Yeah,
like-
so
Do you like hot sauce, Sean?
You know what? I'm Portuguese. I was raised to enjoy hot sauce, but
Okay,
it
'cause
was
I-
used
I
too many
actually-
times as
I
a
actually-
punishment. I can't do it
I have
anymore.
I have dill pickle hot sauce in the fridge.
Oh my god! Have you guys ever seen the hot sauce challenge we did on YouTube? Me and John.
No.
No.
Oh
No.
boy! If you guys want to see me suffer, that's a good way to start. It's a good place to go.
I feel like
Okay.
we should do a hot sauce challenge. Let me just talk about it. Let's see.
Ooh.
I would die.
yeah.
I would die.
So getting
Oh,
back
very
on track
receptive. Yeah,
again
very
here.
receptive.
National Pineapple Upside Down Cake is where we were at on April
20th.
April 20th. Okay.
Yep.
I have it with me. I love pineapple upside down cake. My mom used to always make it when I was little. The reason why it's upside down is because you basically mix butter and brown sugar together. And then you put pineapples on the tray, and you put halves of maraschino cherries in the center of the pineapples. And then you put this like butter and brown sugar on the base. And then you put the cake over top, so that when you cook it, basically the pineapple and the cherries and everything stays at the bottom of the cake, so that when you turn it over and present it, basically to people, you have this beautiful, like, pineapple and cherry pattern of stuff on the top. And yeah, it's delicious. For people who don't like pineapples, I'd recommend trying pineapples cooked, because
What
it
about-
tastes totally different than when they're fresh.
Could you
I'll
just
try.
replace pineapples with pear?
No.
Or peaches?
Yeah, I bet you could
Peaches.
in that
Yeah.
situation, like, yeah, change it with a different kind of fruit.
But then it would be a whole different day.
Yeah, it would be a whole different day, and honestly, pineapples are delicious. So
Honestly, I'm just gonna eat like a strawberry right side up
opinion.
cake. I think that's my plan.
There you go.
strawberry
Side
right
up.
up.
I got to be honest with you guys. All of this conversation, I'm literally looking at a Sweet Shelley's cheesecake with cherry all over it, just sitting there. And we're talking about all these foods, and I'm
I
just
had to
ready
take
to.
a bite of the pineapple upside down cake. Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Moving
I
on.
gotta have a lot of that.
Next
No, I won't.
on the list here. Oh. National Chocolate Covered Cashews Day.
I'm down for that.
I
I'm
thought
game.
this one was fine. Chocolate covered cashews.
That's the 21st, right?
Yeah, April 21st.
April 21st.
Is National Chocolate Covered Cashews Day.
Cashews
And-
Truffle Day.
Truffle Day.
How many,
So-
like that's a lot of words. National Cashew Chocolate Truffle Day.
No,
Yeah.
no. National
No.
Chocolate Covered
Not-
Cashews Truffle
See,
Day.
that right therein lies the problem.
That's
many
a
words.
mouthful.
Too
Yeah.
many words.
Oh.
Whoa, zing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my belt
So,
back on. I'm not eating enough.
There isn't really a research that supports where this thing came up. This holiday came up, but yeah, I feel like this one is a little bit random because it's a very specific type of food. I've never had a chocolate covered cashew truffle before.
It sounds damn good.
So this
but
right
it
here,
sounds
this is an
really
internet
good.
one. Aurora, this has to be one of those internet ones because there's no history on it. We don't have any reason behind it, and it's really
Yeah.
random and ridiculous. This is an
Yeah,
internet.
It's
food
probably someone
So-
was at home and they were like, they had chocolate covered cashew truffles at home, and then they made a post National Chocolate Covered Cashew Day, and then it just rolled from there. Like, it went pretty viral, like all these other ones.
So when you say it's an
Um,
internet one, Ryan, you mean kind of like a Hallmark holiday? Just somebody decided that this should be a thing.
Yeah, basically. And they said, hey, today this is a thing. And enough people loved chocolate. Hang on, I'm going to do this.
All right.
Enough people loved chocolate cashew truffles.
No, messed up
Yeah.
already.
Ah, damn it.
Chocolate covered.
Chocolate covered. Ah, I knew it. You're right.
Cashews
Chocolate covered cashew
truffle.
truffles.
Okay.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
I'm on board with the covered cashew truffle day. You're right.
Chocolate covered
Yeah,
cashew
there's-
truffles.
I
Chocolate
just
covered
thought
cashew
about
truffles.
the
Chocolate
rest of
covered
it.
cashew
Look
truffles.
There's a quiz at the end.
Damn it.
So, on the next day on our list is National Jelly Bean Day on April 22nd.
Huh. National
Um,
Jelly Bean Day.
So Brian has jelly beans with him. Did you
Jelly
want
bean cam.
to talk a little bit about that?
There's the jelly bean, the candy cam.
Oh, so
Candy
wait,
can.
what I was seeing earlier wasn't an image. Is that actually like on your table right now?
Yeah.
Ah, so that explains the echo from earlier. Okay. I'm
Yes.
seeing
Ryan,
now what's
give me the
going on.
finger.
Right. However, I noticed though that you don't have where are your birdie bots every flavor jelly beans?
Okay, so
Thank
this
you.
is where I have to kind of step in. I have a very low tolerance for vomit.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the birdie bots. You could have
And-
a vomit flavored one.
Exactly. So I'm not
yogurt
interested.
Flavored one, or
Now, Aurora, you said you've had some experience with those kinds of things.
Yes, I do actually.
And I was gonna
brought
leave
it
that
on
to
the
you.
show today. Brought it on the show today. We got a little box here from when Andrew and I went to what was it called? Cursed Child, the Cursed Child Harry Potter show. And yeah, so Birdie bots every flavor beans. This one only has some of the flavors, but you can get grass, and that's the same flavor as I think lime.
I thought you would say grass, and that's it.
Yeah.
This is the grass box.
Yeah, that's the grass box.
There's green apple, and that's the same flavor as something else.
Vomit.
There is banana, but banana is also vomit.
Oh, come on.
I feel like Aurora got ripped off. If it's not every flavor, only some flavors.
Yeah, that's Bernie Bot's some flavored beans.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Where's the engine oil flavored one? And,
Earwax.
There's okay. So here's some gross ones: earwax, earthworm, dirt, booger, black pepper. We talked about vomit already. Rotten egg. Oh God, rotten egg is the worst. Oh, that to me, I feel.
No, but
I'm sorry. I had to mute Aurora.
I even have an issue with Bernie Bot's unflavored beans because Sean brings up a great point here. Like, even Bernie Bot's doesn't have every flavor. Like, I've never heard of chalkboard. You're not looking like if you look at chalkboard. I don't think there's a Bernie Bot's for that.
Hang on, I had to mute Aurora because she was talking about all these gross things.
Yes.
So.
And here I am talking about
Okay. But rotten egg to me, I feel like is probably the worst because
who is
I've been in an experience. I've been in an experience where I've had a rotten egg and I actually had to throw up after.
Who is the unlucky bastard that works at Bernie Bot's that gets to taste the new?
Shelly mentioned that when we were talking about this episode. It's like, who's the taste tester for these things?
Like, you could just say, hey, John, get in here. We just made a dog shit flavored one. Try it.
Oh, no.
John's like, I quit.
I really want them to come out with a lightsaber flavored one. I'd fucking chew on that shit all day. I don't care.
Cut right through your tongue.
You say lightsaber?
Yeah.
They can make that anything they want it to be.
Yeah, like how do you taste a lightsaber?
Lightsabers taste like blueberry.
I think maybe you cut your tongue
that's just blueberry.
It's lightsaber blueberry.
No, Brian, that's still blueberry. I'm not on board with this.
Well, I like these flavors, so I'm going to go back to the solo layout of these guys here.
Yeah.
First of all, we have 3 different kinds of jelly beans that my lovely wife supplied to me here because I don't go to stores, and that's not true, but it sounded funny in my head. So we got the Candy Bazaar, which is kind of like a generic jelly bean. And you can see they're big, right? Like they're large. I ate one of these a few seconds ago, and it took me about 5 minutes to get through it. So I'm not a big fan of chewy candies. I'm not a big candy guy. I'm more of a anything but candy guy. Yeah. So, yeah. But then the Jell-O ones are nice and small, very colorful. And you can see there's lime, cherry, some kind of blue color, strawberry, and orange. The best, though, are the Jelly Bellies. Because these guys...
The white ones are probably like marshmallow or something.
Dude, there's bubblegum, blueberry, buttered popcorn, chocolate pudding, coconut, which I could really do without. I don't like coconut.
Oh, Chris doesn't like coconut. You guys are a good pair.
We are. I should marry your wife. Candy floss, green apple. I'm sorry, man.
The
show
just went Mormon. I got nothing when I said so that. Nonchalantly went for that one.
She'd think it was funny too. She's like, Mary Brian. Anyway, candy floss, green apple, island punch, lemon, sun-kissed lemon, lemon lime, licorice. I know Shelly doesn't like licorice. Orange sherbet, and that is sherbet, not sherbet.
I don't like that.
To all you people who think sherbet is spelled with an R, you're wrong.
It's sherbet. No, it's sherbet.
It is SHERBET. Now, when I was a kid, I couldn't have any dairy, so I had to have sherbet. And every time somebody would say sherbet, I would have to correct them because I know how to read, and it's on the box. Anyway.
Okay. That's, you're grinding some gears here.
Okay, so sherbet, orange sherbet, peach, pina colada, strawberry daiquiri, tangerine, sun-kissed tangerine. Here's your toasted marshmallow.
Brian is 100% correct.
Tutti fruity, very cherry and watermelon. Of course I'm correct.
I'm still don't buy it. I'm looking it up as we speak.
Yeah.
I just did.
Challenge me, please. But anyway.
Oh, no, I don't like that confidence.
You shouldn't, because I'm right.
Sherbet with an additional R in the second syllable and pronounced sherbet is less commonly used.
That's because it's not on the package.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as sherbet.
Then why do we call it sherbet?
Because people don't know how to read.
It's a Mandela
The
effect.
scoop on sherbet versus sherbet. I'll send you the link.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, please do. I'm very invested at this point.
These jelly bellies, these little guys, are the ones that I would probably eat if I had to eat jelly beans. Now I'm a little frustrated though because these are all looking good, and if I start eating them halfway through, I'm like, why am I eating these? Because when they get stuck in your teeth and stuff, I don't know. I just don't like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Chew on one.
So interesting fact
Lemon
about
lime. That was
jelly
good.
beans. We celebrate National Jelly Bean Day on Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. It's always on April 22nd. The jelly bean dates back to the 1860s when jars of these tasty treats were promoted as morale boosters for army troops fighting in the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's kind of interesting. The origin of
question.
jelly beans. Yeah.
Is there a jelly bean respect day?
No. Jelly beans get no respect.
Perfect.
It's April 22nd.
No, you're right. You said 1860s is when they were first dating back to, but they didn't
Yeah.
actually get marketed for Easter baskets until 1930s.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's because
Yep.
they're that's the other flavor, bunny poo.
But let's fast forward a bunch more years because it wasn't until the 1980s that the actual revolution of jelly beans of varieties of different flavors exploded. And that's when Jelly Belly came around with these lovely jelly beans that I have right here.
So I have to interject again real quick because I've got some egg on my face. I just watched a quick 20-second Jeopardy clip. And in this Jeopardy clip, they said the difference between these two desserts is one has dairy in it, one does not. And the guy goes, what's sorbet and sherbet? And he goes, nope. And the next guy goes, what's sorbet and sherbet? And he goes, yep, there's no R. So, all right, I stand fully corrected. Brian, you win that round.
Well, there you
As
go.
I'm sure you knew you were going to.
It's okay. I won't rub it in.
And then there's Brian
You have every right to.
doing this.
Every right.
No, it's a debate I've had since I was born. So
Yeah, I never knew that till
So
today. It was I've always called it sherbet, and
Yeah, I think everybody has.
yeah.
Yep.
Now, to be fair, I don't know how to read, so that makes
Except
sense.
one guy that won Jeopardy once, and Brian. That's
Yep. That's it. Just two of us. Yeah. So jelly beans are awesome. There's so many things that people do with them. I know a lot of people use them. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen those cooking shows where they take jelly beans, they melt them down, and they make them into other things. It's a pretty flexible thing to have, though, because it's pretty much just sugar, right? So when you melt it down, you could use it for flavoring and all other things. I'm not
even
a
outside of
huge fan.
food too. You can use it for art. Like I've seen a lot of people do that. They'll take because there's so many different color variations they can use with jelly beans that they'll create these full portraits just using jelly beans, right? So
Yeah.
These are really tasty.
Oh, boy.
Super chewy, but very tasty.
All right, moving on. We're getting to the end of the list here, guys. This is the last day. So National Cherry Cheesecake Day. So National Cherry Cheesecake Day is on April 23rd. Cheesecake. Oh, are you okay?
Choking
What's
on a
going
jelly
on
bean.
here?
Brian's
Oh.
choking on a jelly bean, and I'm like eyeing my cheesecake. Look at this. Look at this.
I feel like
Oh,
Brian,
that
that was
looks
a
so
massive
good.
pop for the cheesecake.
I'm
Brian
sorry.
died as he lived, eating jelly beans.
wrong pipe. Ooh, yum.
I
That
got
looks
like
delicious.
the cheesecake. I painstakingly made it myself. I did not. I bought it. I bought it at
Okay.
Metro. It's frozen.
Yum.
An hour ago, when I sat down, it was completely frozen. So I don't know.
You're a hell of a
you
chef,
go.
Mark. Hell of a chef.
There you go.
There you go. I'm gonna try it because I've been staring at it for an hour.
Yeah,
Ooh.
go for
It's
it.
not frozen anymore. It's not frozen anymore.
There you go.
Damn, look at that.
This
So-
is a Sweet Shelley's one right here.
This sounds like a bake-off right now. Expressions the
Um,
bake-off.
Oh, that looks good.
No
This-
offense to anybody who bakes really well, but nobody wants to have a bake off or a cook off against my wife.
All right, this cheesecake, guys. This cheesecake is the worst thing I've put in my mouth.
Oh no, Mark!
Oh no!
It's gross.
Oh no!
Don't store buy a cheesecake. Make your own.
Yeah.
I'm out of coffee. I can't wash it down.
Mark, hell.
It's got a weird mealy texture to it.
God, we're ending on such a horrible note here. Mark's dying, and
I'm happy.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Maybe
There's
a way I'm happy.
just maybe there's a way I could get the texture out of my mouth.
Oh.
Hey,
Brian,
you
cut the
guys-
feed. Cut the feed.
Okay.
Hold on. I have 2 cookies and I have 2 friends.
Oh God.
There you go. Okay, so on National Cherry Cheesecake Day is April 23rd. It's a dessert topped with antioxidant loaded cherries.
Yes.
But did you know it dates back to 2000 BC?
No.
So I guess cherry cheesecake has been around for that long.
They had cheese back then?
I guess so.
So I was sitting here
It only
looking
came
for it.
in
I'm like,
balls.
which one do I go for? Cherry, cheese, or cake?
The cheese only came in balls though, and they were 1,200 pounds.
Okay, sorry, correction. The first cheesecake was ever made in 2000 BC, and it was created on Greek island of Samos.
The Greeks are the best.
Yeah, in
agree.
20
They are. Aside from
in-
smelling like garlic.
Oh, them are the best.
And-
They're 100% the best. I love the Greek.
I love the Greek too.
yeah, I love Greek food.
Mhm.
Greece is beautiful.
Oh,
I'd love to go there one day.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so in 230 AD, the first cheesecake recipe was ever written. The first ever cheesecake recipe was written by Althenaeus, a Greek writer thought to have recorded the first cheesecake recipe in writing. There's evidence the Greek had already been serving this for dessert for years, which is why they, I guess, said 2000 BC. And 1545 ye old cheesecake. The next time cheesecake turned up in a cookbook was in the mid 16th century.
Did you say ye old cheesecake?
Ye old cheesecake is what the title of this timeline thing is. And
Interesting. The old cheesecake.
I can
Ye
see it
old
on a
cheesecake.
parchment.
Yeah.
Under the Tudors
Four
called a
score
tart
and
of
7 years
cheese.
ago, ye old cheesecake was.
And in 1872, cream cheese is born. While attempting to replicate
I love that sentence. Cream cheese is
Neuchâtel
born.
cheese of France, some dairy farmers from America unwittingly discovered an even creamier cream cheese and the most crucial ingredient of the modern cheesecake. Speaking of cheesecake, have any of you guys had a Japanese cheesecake before?
No.
Oh my goodness. Next chance or next opportunity you get to have a cheesecake, I would recommend getting a Japanese cheesecake. I really would. If any, I know a lot of people who don't like cheesecake. They don't like it because it tastes too cheesy for them or it's too heavy. Japanese cheesecake is made mostly of egg whites. So it's like super fluffy and it has a very subtle hint of
See, I'm
cheese.
into that because I'm not
Yeah.
a big cheesecake fan, but that sounds delicious. Yeah.
Uncle Tetsu's. You can get it at this place called Uncle Tetsu's.
Okay.
And there are a bunch of different locations around Richmond Hill, Markham. I'm sure that there's one closer to you, and there might be one maybe in the Barrie area or something like that. Very, very good. Or if you're ever in, the GTA area, there's several locations. Or you can attempt to make one yourself. I made one myself once, and it didn't turn out as good.
Yeah, so that's
was
me
good.
when I
It
attempt to
just
make
wasn't-
anything.
It wasn't as fluffy as I wanted it to be. So, but yeah, it's definitely delicious.
I was just messaging my wife how much I love that cheesecake that she just made.
There you go.
Please look
Oh
at the
my
message
God.
for you in the chat.
Brian's
Yeah, see, my cheesecake wouldn't come out fluffy; it'd come out like flucky.
Don't know what that means, but it's funny.
And the very last day on the list, which is also April 23rd as well, is National Picnic Day, which encourages everybody to pack a lunch and take it outdoors.
That's fun.
Have any of you guys had a picnic before?
Oh, yeah, I love
Not
picnics.
since I was a kid, but picnic sounds fun.
Work.
Yep.
Pardon?
What's that, Sean?
I typically have one every day at work if I pack a lunch because I'm outside, right?
Yeah,
There
sure.
you go.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
There
Picnics are fun. They're pretty nice. I feel like it's a really cute date idea for sure. I've gone on a couple picnics with Andrew before. That was pretty nice. But yeah, it's perfect. I think in the summer here in Canada, I think April 23rd might be, on the border of not.
Well,
good
that depends on what we call a picnic, right?
Yeah.
Like Shelly and I, we'll go for a drive and we'll pack a little picnic with us, right? Doesn't matter
that's
what
true.
day it is or how cold or how whatever it is. So we'll sit in the car by the lake or something and just watch the water go by and have some food in our little picnic,
Very
right?
true. Very
So-
true.
No, if you're not sitting on a checkered blanket with a basket, then it's not a picnic.
I guess there's the clarification.
And a fire ant hill. Yeah, perfect.
Yes, and the fire ants. Yes.
See, that just like completely deteriorates my last question because I was gonna say does it count if you're eating food inside your car next to like Lake Simcoe? Is that a thing? Because I don't have a significant other. I just have the car. So does it count?
You have a picnic on your own in your car. You and Lucille having a picnic
No,
together.
no. He's eating in his car. He doesn't have a checkered blanket. He doesn't have a basket. All right, he doesn't meet the criteria.
He's not red checkered
There's a
car seat
clear and
cover.
precise criteria in place.
Red checkered car seat covers though, and his console is a wicker basket. Yeah.
That's just like saying it's not a Big Mac if it's chicken, right?
Yeah.
And he
All right,
uses
you Mark, you're reaching far enough. I'm just going to give it to you.
hanging from the rearview mirror is a lace garter that also doubles as the napkin.
Oh man.
In your IROC.
All right, you win. I back down.
Shit.
There's actually a company in Toronto that does like professional picnics. So they like
I've heard of that.
They set it up in like a park in Toronto, and they have the blanket and the basket, and then they bring all the food out for you so that you can have like a really fancy picnic date. I've seen that a few times before.
I mean, what classifies as a fancy picnic date though? Like, are we talking like they're just bringing out like, are you being like
wine
catered
and
to? Like, I'm curious what that looks like. Does it look like a
Sounds like
normal
a nice-
picnic, or does it look like you're like an asshole in the middle of the park? Where it's like,
I feel like it's verging on that the
You
latter.
can't-
For
Yeah,
me.
that's what
yeah.
You can't call it a fancy picnic lunch unless there's a cheese ball in the basket.
Yeah, there's a cheese ball and wine. I would say would
And
also
jelly
be a
beans.
fancy.
And if you're doing it on April 20th, you better respect those lima beans.
so many rules.
That's right.
Got
Oh,
the
man.
lima bean.
So
That's a whole new
No
thing.
gang signs, but lima beans.
Lima beans up.
Oh my god,
oh man, so this has been so much fun.
it has.
It's been a
I
blast.
think we've had a big we're going longer than we normally do on the call, so we should probably wrap up, but I really appreciate you all coming out, and thank you, Ryan, for being our mystery guest today. That was a nice
awesome.
surprise.
That was a nice surprise.
So yeah, you're welcome back to join us as a mystery guest another time for sure.
Oh, no, of course, anytime. Thank you guys for having me back. This was a blast, an absolute blast.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I guess we could do like a closing thought. What would everybody's favorite, it's hard to say, but what would everybody's favorite food be? First thing comes to mind. First thing that comes to mind.
July 29th, Chicken
July-
Wing Day.
Chicken wing
Chicken wing
day. There you go. There you go.
I'm going lobster, 100% lobster.
Lobster.
Your lobster? Oh, hold on.
Is there like a national chips and hummus day? Because I would go for that any day of the week.
Thursday,
National
June 15th
Oh my god!
is
that's
the
it.
sorry, June 15th is National Lobster Day.
Lobster
What
Day.
was the
And then-
chips and what?
Chips and hummus.
And there's
Chips
also
and hummus.
Lobster Newburgh Day on March 25th.
I get 2 days for lobster.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
National Hummus Chips and Hummus Day is March 23rd.
Wait, what day is it? What day is it? Oh my god, what day is it?
It's
after
like the
23rd.
27th, man. I hate to break it to you. I mean, it's the 22nd. No, I said the 22nd. I said the 22nd. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is your day.
Is it?
Yeah. You go to bed, the first thing you do before you look at the internet or before you look at a calendar, you just eat.
To clarify, it's Chips and Dip Day, and any dip
applies. International Hummus Day is May 13th.
May 13th.
I get 2 days too? Mint!
Yeah.
There you go.
How about you, Mark?
Oh, it's chicken wings.
Oh, chicken wings. Yeah, sorry. How about you, Brian?
Chinese food, November 5th.
November 5th.
Good choice.
Did I change my answer?
Actually, technically, it's National Chinese Takeout Day. So on November 5th, we all have to have Chinese takeout.
I'm down.
Are we recording a show that night?
I don't know. What's the day?
R2D2's coming down the hallway here at me.
I mean, if I'm not working, I can definitely get
November
Chinese food.
5th
On that.
it's a Sunday, so it's the day after. If we're recording on the 6th, but no, that'd be an awesome day.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, mine would be National Korean Barbecue Day on June 27th. I
Day
love
before my birthday.
Korean barbecue.
There you go.
It has a variety of different foods, but oh my gosh, it's my favorite.
You know, like I feel like I've been gone for a while, but like the last time I was on, it was like Korean barbecue was the.
Yeah. We were talking about going for Korean barbecue.
There's episodes like I guarantee if we dig through our files, we'll find multiple episodes where we're going. You guys ever have a Korean barbecue?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, well, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys.
Oh, hang on. We can't just end like that yet. Because do we not have challenges anymore? Is that
not when it's just the hosts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Well, it's not just the host.
Italian.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brian,
listeners or viewers, try in the next 7 days. Do your best to try one of these food holidays that we talked about today.
Or try making a new recipe.
Or look up the food holiday on your birthday and maybe try to enjoy that on your birthday.
Okay, so that challenge sounds amazing, and that hijack went horrifically because I had a challenge. And I was like, "What are we doing? We're not doing challenges." And then I was going to try and combat Brian, being like, "I get it. The hosts don't do challenges, but you don't have a host right now. You've got a mystery guest."
Okay, Ryan, what's your challenge?
So I was going to say to all the guests, I challenge everyone to be spontaneous because it was something that we were talking about at the beginning of the episode, and it's one of those things I didn't realize I was doing until the last year of my life, but being spontaneous has changed and really helped me grow in a lot of ways over the last year. So I challenge everyone to be spontaneous. I mean, do it responsibly, obviously, but at the same time, like if you have an opportunity, jump on that. Whether if it's small, big, doesn't matter. Like it sounds cliche, but honestly, just do it.
That's right.
Yeah,
book a trip, eat a pickle, whatever. Be spontaneous.
Eat a pickle. For the love of God, just don't let this opportunity pass you by. If you
All
have
I
one
have
shot
to say,
or one opportunity.
One shot. You'll start rapping in a minute. All I have to say though, before we go, I just want to remind everybody: respect the lima bean.
Hashtag respect lima beans.
Yeah, is that right? I got the L. Yeah, there we go.
Show the love.
Respect the lima bean.
Or disrespect.
Thank you guys so much for having me back.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right.
Ryan, you're the man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Awesome.
Okay, the title of the episode should be Respect Lima Beans.
Respect the lima beans.
Respect
I did it. I advocated enough. We're on our way, lima beans. We're on our way.
No store-bought cheesecake.
We should all just send pictures of us doing this.
We got
I'll get a screen capture of that.
Screenshot of us doing it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys.
Man.
Nice.
Awesome.
I got to go recover my my Netflix account again. This is the second time in one day that it's been hacked again.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if
That
I'm the
means
only
I'm
person
doing
that
my job well. I'm getting really good at it.
It's you.
I think we forgot the whole. If you like the episode, like, subscribe.
Yes.
Sure.
Please.
If you like the episode, tell your friends, like, subscribe. We don't do it live, but they come out every Monday wherever you get your social media fixes. And if you do not like expressions, just keep it to yourself and shut up about it. All right.
Just tell me so I can roast you.
No, bring it to me at this point because I'm not a regular, so like I can get away with saying some. Yeah, I can say some heinous stuff.
I know, right? Well, we finally got the Wiggles calmed down about it, though. So.
Yeah. I'm back.
Oh man,
awesome. I actually, you know what?
We gotta find somebody who's been on the Wiggles to be a guest.
Okay, so we talked about flavored things, right? But what about life?
No, we did not talk about lightsaber flavored things. There's no such thing as lightsaber flavor. I know. If we're still live and we're still recording, I'm not letting this go. We are not. There's no such thing as lightsaber flavor. I'm not having this discussion.
My question is, how is May the 4th not Lifesaver Day?
Okay,
damn it.
Valid argument. I'll give you that one. I have no arguments here.
Not? And then every year they could do a special package with Star Wars characters on it.
It's good marketing. See, higher mark for your marketing.
There'd be a purple pack with just Mace Windu on it. Like,
I'd even be okay if Lightsabers on May the 4th release a special lightsaber edition. They're like, hey, we're calling ourselves lightsabers for a day. I'd be okay with it.
And it would be the same flavor as the white Gatorade.
Right? There you go.
Okay, so the white Gatorade might be lightsaber flavored. That's a fair argument.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, guys. Awesome time tonight. Thank you all so much.
Anyways, have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
This cheesesteak is garbage now.
Mark's marketing.
It was $12.
Was it actually? Oh man!
I might have to make another coffee and power.
It just keeps rolling.
I don't want to waste $12.
Oh my god! I have some Windex downstairs if you want some.
No, he might need that in case he has a pickle around. Mark, don't take that. Keep that around.